It's always a great day when you get to add a little more Beatles to the channel. And that's what we're doing on this one with Ticket to Ride.
Yeah, and it's been cool because we weren't able to do a lot of Beatles in the beginning. It seemed like because there's a lot of stuff blocked, but we've been able to do more and more recently. So it's been a fun journey.
Yeah, it was definitely frustrating. You know, a lot of those, whether it was a video or just a song, would have that copyright block on it. And it seems like now, you know, they'll take the monetization, which is fine as long as we get to check out some Beatles and share it with you guys, share that experience with
It's
you,
not
you
fully
guys.
blocked, which is great.
Yeah, that's what we're going for. So, Ticket to Ride here was from
1965.
1965. A group formed in Liverpool in 1960. So this was midway through the 60s, and this did pretty well in the charts. I mean, you could say that about a lot of the Beatles stuff, I think.
Yeah, I feel like all their stuff was like hits, but went to number one in the UK and the US.
That's right. And this is off the album Help. And I'm interested to see, you know, what my familiarity is with Ticket to Ride, because as you guys, if you've been here with us, have heard me say before, I do recognize Beatles stuff because my dad played in a group and with his brothers, and they played some of their songs. In addition to my dad looking like the fifth Beatle, he was very much part of the culture of the 60s, you know, the British invasion that happened with the Beatles. My dad was a huge fan. So I heard some of it growing up. And that said, you know, there's definitely been songs that we've done on the channel that I haven't recognized. And, you know, there's some songs that I heard bits and pieces of, but, you know, also wasn't familiar with the depth of the songs and the full experience. And, you know, then there's songs that I've seen the title and I'm like, I have no idea what this is, what could this possibly be? And then I'm like, oh, my dad plays that song.
Yeah, because you recognize the song, you never knew the name.
Yeah, but my experience is much different than Sam. Sam's been a full-on learning experience through the channel with the Beatles.
Yeah, I've only really recognized like one or two songs that we've done from the Beatles, and those are just from movies or like pop culture kind of stuff. So it's been really eye-opening for me to see and understand why everybody's, you know, always been so obsessed with the Beatles.
What's your biggest takeaway from the experience that we've had thus far with the Beatles? If you had to think about like, oh, you know, didn't know anything about them before we started the channel. Now that we've got into quite a few songs, what would you say, you know, is a takeaway about the Beatles in your experience thus far?
I think the thing that just like really surprised me is their diversity and how creative they are. Like there's been so many different styles and kind of like moods and vibes that you get from their different music. It's not like they just like did really well at something and completely stayed in their lane. It's like they were very creative and like, you know, played around with things for their time, which I think obviously stands out to why they were so popular and why they are so renowned. But I think at the time, like when I heard about them, I kind of just assumed they were just like another popular group that all the same old thing. And that's obviously not the case.
They were innovators and they were special in terms of what they provided to the era of music. All right, let's go.
Living with me was
All right, Sam. So, how you feeling about this one?
Again, it's just completely different than so many other things we've done by them, right? Um, I feel like the rhythm of this is very interesting. Like it like almost kind of changes up in a weird way that you wouldn't expect. Like I have a creative kind of flair to that.
Mm.
Loving the vocal harmonies. And I feel like this video is like so cute, just they're just sitting there like jamming out, smiling away, even though they're singing about it's what sounds like being left in a relationship.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like she's gonna take a ticket to somewhere else,
Yeah.
and
He's bringing her down and she doesn't want his bad energy around, apparently,
yeah,
is what it sounds like.
yeah. So, for me, I do recognize this one, and ironically enough, it was a song that my dad sung. This one here, "Ticket to Ride." I'd really never paid attention to the lyrics before and what was actually being said. I just remembered, oh, this sounds great. This sounds really good. This is a good song. And, so much of that, it's just the melodic delivery in this is
Yeah.
insane. You never hear anybody do anything like this. The way they deliver this vocal, it's like there's a melody within a melody within a melody with the Beatles. It's so wild. They just are so intricate, but it just sounds so beautifully put together. And then even
And they make it seem so effortless.
yeah, and just the little touches, the sprinkle of, George on the guitar, George Harrison, the electric guitar comes in just for a split second, but it just adds so much pop and a pause here to add a little bit of drama. And then they come back in with a harmony, like you said.
Yep.
They just make it seem so effortless and easy, and it still comes across so, the transitions are seamless and free flowing. And I think this one, my favorite though, is just the delivery of the vocal. It's so great just how they accentuate these notes and drag them out and really kind of captivate you and make you want to sing along with the song because of the way the vocal is being delivered.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that this definitely has a little bit of like a heavier sound than some of their other stuff. And we were reading before we got into this that this kind of marked a transition for them away from, the lighter, fluffier, feel good kind of stuff I guess they had done earlier in their career. And that's why, this was kind of big for them because it was different. It was a little bit of like the first marking of having a little bit of like heavier rock in their
It's
music.
definitely not as poppy and a little harder.
No, yeah.
Sound, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's hard. It's definitely
No.
harder though than like Here Comes the Sun.
Well, for
or
the
like,
60s as well, the
Yes.
mid 60s, right? 1965, you think about that, there wasn't really anything
Yeah, that's totally
around.
fair.
The heavy metal hadn't existed yet,
Yep.
basically, right?
Yep.
Why she riding so high? Sure think twice, sure to do right by me. Before she gets to saying goodbye. Sure think twice, sure to do right by me. I think I'm gonna be sad. I think it's today, yeah. The girl that's driving me mad is going away, yeah. Ah, she's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride, but she don't care. I don't know why she's riding so high. Sure to think twice, sure to do right by me. Before she gets to saying goodbye. Sure to think twice, sure to do right by me. Said that living with me was bringing her down, yeah. She would never be free when I was around. Ah, she's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride, but she don't care. My baby don't care. My baby don't care. My baby don't care. My baby don't care.
And that was the Beatles with Ticket to Ride. I find it so interesting, from our experience with the Beatles, from what I've heard. John Lennon didn't love his own voice, that he was kind of shied away sometimes from wanting to sing songs, or in a particular way maybe as well, because he didn't like his own voice. And it's kind of wild to think that one of the greatest groups of all time, and John Lennon, one of the most legendary figures of all time, felt that way. And you can see
Yeah.
that obviously it wasn't true based on this because it sounded fantastic. But pretty wild to think that one of the most legendary figures ever felt that way about himself. It kind of lets you know that, it's okay to have some insecurities about yourself from time to time if it's going to be somebody like that has them too.
You're going to always be your own worst critic, right? So they
Exactly.
say you're always going to be the harshest on yourself. So
Yeah. So this brought back some fond memories for me of my dad playing and with his brothers, and they did a fantastic job on the song again. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe my dad and his brothers should have blown up, been super famous.
it could have been a super rock group.
Yeah. So anyway, Sam, this was a relived experience for me. What are your thoughts on your experience for the first time?
I liked it. I thought it was great. Like it kind of speaks to what I said in the beginning of this creative kind of dynamic approach they took to music with experimenting with new things. Like, when we talked about the pause with them introducing some heavier sound into this, like that just shows that they were taking that next step in that journey at that time. I personally do prefer their like lighter feel good vibe a little bit better just because it's my own preference. But I do think that this sounded great. The vocals were great. Like you said, the guitar work was awesome and the song was very melodic, easy to follow. I thought the lyrics were good. So
yeah. And I think, this highlights as the Beatles went through their career, they basically had every sound for everybody, every type of song.
Like
So-
everybody could find something they liked within their catalog.
or dependent on your mood, right?
Yeah,
That
true.
may play a role as well.
Yep.
So anyways, guys, that was Ticket to Ride by the Beatles. I enjoyed it. Sam enjoyed it. Maybe not as much as some other ones, but that's okay. That means we going to continue on this path. So let us know down below with a comment where we should go next with the Beatles in their catalog. This one was something that was suggested in the last video.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one of their more popular songs obviously went to number 1. So
I
give
think
us
it said this was one of their most popular songs of the mid 60s or something.
yeah. So let us know down below in the comment section. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Have a great day, and we'll see you on our next video.
Thanks for watching.